Russian soldiers were detected by Ukrainian drones while moving in a vehicle. They were nearly caught in an aerial ambush, but one of them managed to neutralize the drone, narrowly preventing the attack. The Russian soldier tried to take cover behind a tree to evade the FPV drone, but his attempt was in vain. A Ukrainian soldier placed an anti-tank mine against Russian troops entrenched in a bunker near Kastantka in the Donetsk region. The operation was recorded by the 3rd Line Battalion of the 111th Luhansk Territorial Defense Brigade. Yesterday, a train loaded with fuel and lubricants in Zenoy, Crimea, was attacked, causing its destruction and disrupting supply lines. Ukrainian attacks in the Kursk region continued throughout the week. Russian soldiers stranded on the road due to fuel shortages were targeted by FPV drones, and their vehicle was completely destroyed, forcing them to scatter. A Ukrainian soldier from the 25th Separate Airborne Brigade managed to place a TM-62 mine in the basement of an enemy position while under heavy fire. The explosion completely destroyed the shelter, eliminating the fortification, likely located near the village of Lasifa in the Donetsk region. This action demonstrates the precision and effectiveness of the Ukrainian army in neutralizing entrenched positions, even amid the fiercest battles. On this occasion, a Russian soldier attempted to shoot down the drone but failed. The UAS Phoenix Regiment of Ukrainian border guards conducted several precise drone strikes in the Donetsk region. Using FPV drones, they successfully neutralized Russian vehicles, tanks, and various military equipment. The operation showcased the growing effectiveness of Ukrainian drone units and their ability to assert control from the air. Each strike weakened Russian positions, reducing their mobility and protection. These were not isolated actions, but coordinated operations across multiple fronts, leaving enemy troops increasingly vulnerable. The Phoenix Regiment reaffirmed that drones are among the most decisive tools on the battlefield. In addition to neutralizing vehicles and positions, the regiment systematically targeted Russian supply lines, striking fuel depots, ammunition stores, and convoys, significantly reducing their operational capability. FPV drones allowed Ukrainian forces to track movements in real time, adjust strikes on the fly, and limit the enemy's ability to regroup. Ukrainian FPV drones equipped with fiber optics pursued a Russian soldier in the Lyman area. The enemy tried to escape in a vehicle but soon realized he couldn't outrun the drone. He stopped and ran toward the forest, but the FPV reached him before he could hide. After neutralizing the soldier, a second drone was deployed to completely disable the vehicle and prevent it from being reused. In the Kherson sector, Ukrainian border guards carried out a precise strike with an FPV kamikaze drone targeting a Russian vehicle, transporting command officers of a combat brigade deployed in the area. Drone footage shows 4 Russian soldiers boarding a civilian car and heading toward their command post. Intelligence reports indicate that the post was disguised as a residential house in a populated area of Kherson Oblast, a common tactic used by the enemy to avoid detection. Just before the strike, the vehicle stopped near a building where the officers were reportedly waiting for another soldier before continuing their journey. At that moment, the Ukrainian FPV drone accurately struck the vehicle. The explosion was immediate. The car erupted in flames and was completely destroyed within seconds. This footage highlights how modern technology allows Ukrainian forces to identify enemy positions and track the movements of key officers, enabling precise strikes on strategic points within the command structure. Members of the Incognito group detected a new target, a Russian soldier moving toward a tree line on the eastern front. An FPV drone loaded with explosives was immediately launched. Upon reaching the area, the drone dove sharply and detonated on impact, scattering debris in all directions. Subsequent reconnaissance footage confirmed the enemy had been eliminated. Another strike proving how speed and the element of surprise make FPV drones one of the deadliest and most feared weapons in modern warfare. In the Vuhler area of the Donetsk region, Ukrainian forces located and precisely struck Russian artillery positions using FPV and loitering drones. Each target was tracked and neutralized, leaving no safe cover for enemy troops. Although brief, the operation highlighted the decisive impact of drone warfare, forcing Russian units to abandon fortified positions and lose control of the front lines. The strikes also disrupted supplies, disabled artillery, and significantly reduced Russian operational capacity, demonstrating the growing dominance of Ukrainian drone tactics in contested areas. A Russian soldier moves into a wooded area under close surveillance by reconnaissance drones. An FPV drone silently tracks him from above, and when he tries to hide in the vegetation, the drone executes a precise strike. The resulting explosion effectively eliminates the target. A Russian BMP-2 transporting troops to the front line was targeted by FPV drones. Although it was hit in an initial attack, the soldiers inside refused to evacuate, leaving the vehicle partially intact. A kamikaze drone carrying explosives was then deployed, striking the armored vehicle and destroying it completely. This operation highlighted the deadly efficiency of coordinated drone attacks and the critical vulnerability of armored units to aerial threats. The Ukrainian Air Force carried out a decisive airstrike on Russian military facilities in the Kursk region using GBU-62 guided bombs. Ukrainian military intelligence had identified these buildings as drone control centers. Upon detecting enemy personnel entering the facilities, the strike was launched, causing significant damage to the structures in a very short time. Additionally, Russian motorized troops moving through the area were exposed, becoming direct targets for the drones. These operations invite reflection on the changing nature of modern conflict. Today's war is not fought only by soldiers on the ground, but also with drones, electronic intelligence, and remote coordination. The combination of advanced technology, intelligence analysis, and rapid execution is redefining what we understand as effective military strategy.